Hello guys, welcome to 101 Wealth Creator Studios. My name is Eric. First, I want to keep giving thanks to those people who are subscribing to this YouTube channel. And thank you for each and every person who has supported, who has believed in this channel and subscribe onto it. Thank you for those guys who are sharing, and thank you for those guys who are giving it a like every time we post a given content. And today we are again here just to share whatever is going on, whatever is beneficial to the community. And I believe this one today is going to be very beneficial to each and every person of us. Let me sip my water before we get these endorsements and companies working with our channel. Yes, it's every person's dream in the world, every part of the country they come from, to come to the United States of America, the land of milk and honey. Wherever we are in abroad or wherever we are, we always gonna see the land of the free. You know, it's always the land of the free, the land of the milk and honey, where life is smoother than any other part of the world. And today, I want to share with you something that, if you do, can lead you to the land of milk and honey, the land of the free, the land where each and every person wants to be in. So, Visa Lottery just came out. The applications are out now. They started in October 6th. They're gonna go until early November. And it is an opportunity, if you've ever dreamt of going to the land of the milk and honey, it is an opportunity that you can jump on. And here I want to talk to the guys who have a passport for each country. You can apply for it. So I'll take you down on each and every step, and then you can decide if it is something that you really want. Everyone wants it, and I think it's high time that you also try your shot. You never know what God has for you, and if you don't try, then you'll never achieve it. You know, God helps those people who are always ready to do something for themselves. It is your time. So I'll just go an overview of how it works, how you can apply, and please go with me to the end, because I'm gonna leave you the link on the description, and I'm gonna give you some tip on how you can get the the application and do the application. So today I'll use my laptop a little bit and have to brush on some key points that I believe will help you when it comes to trying or doing the application. First of all, as I say, you must make sure that you have your passport from the country you're coming from, or the country that you want to apply for. And just the application is going to go up to 55,000 diversity visas. That's a big number that someone can get. And I want to tell you the other thing: when you are applying, there is no cost to register for the DV program. No one should charge you anything to apply for the Visa Lottery. So if you meet the eligibility and you qualify for the program, then automatically you are taken into the program. And so the first requirement, eligibility, the first requirement, you must be native of country. The native of country where you are trying to apply for. If you are from, let's say, Uganda, you have to have been born in Uganda. If you are from Kenya, you have been born in Kenya, Tanzania, and and any other part of that country. So you have to be native of that country. If you are not a native of a country with history, low rate of immigration to the United States, there are two ways you might be able to qualify. First, your spouse a native of a country with history of low rate of immigration to the United States. If yes, you can claim your spouse country country of birth, provided that you and your spouse are named on the selected entry, are found eligible, and issued diversity visa and enter the United States at the same time. Another two, you are a native of a country that does not have historically low rate of immigration to the United States, but in which neither of your parents was born or legally resides at the time of your birth. If yes, you may claim the country of birth of one of your parents if it is a country whose native are eligible for a visa program. And then for more information, you can always look at the frequently asked question. Number two, they look at the education of the person applying or the applicant. But normally it's not that much. They give the lowest, like they say, at least high school education or its equivalent. You know, define a success completion of a 12-year course or formally elementary and secondary education. So, you know, and then the other one, they talk of maybe 2 years of work experience in the last past 5 years. So that is something you can always look at. You know, if you qualify in those areas, like you are a native of the country, and then you come to like at least high school or 2 years experience of work. You know, and then entry period. I'll read this. Applicant must submit their entry for DV 2023 program electronically at dvprogram.state.gov between 12 p.m. noon East Daylight Time and Wednesday, October 6th, and 12 p.m. noon East Standard Time, you know, Tuesday, November 9th. Do not wait until the last week of the registration period to enter, as heavy demand may result in website delay. You know, so I think it's high time when you will get the link on my description below, just jump on it, because if you wait, as most people like waiting on the last day, then there'll be a big jam, like so many people will be applying, and that will create a lot of jam for you to apply. You might not succeed submitting the form electronically. So, and then complete your electronic entry for the DV 2023 program. You only submit it electronically, like you go online and submit it. And as I say, you go on to dvprograms.state.gov. That's where you enter and then do your application online, you know. And then make sure you complete everything, because they say they don't accept incomplete form. The other thing that is very important as you apply and complete the form, it's extremely important that you retain the printout of your confirmation page and unique confirmation number. That is the one that check if you qualified or not. Okay, so you must make sure that you print that page and have it, so that next time when you go to check, then you have it ready with you. And then it says that as you submit a complete entry, you will see a confirmation screen containing your name, unique code number. Print this confirmation screen for your records. Keep that, because if you don't have that confirmation number, then you won't be able to log back in and see if you qualified or you didn't qualify coming to the land of the milk and honey. And then starting May 8, 2022, you will be able to check the status of your entry by returning to, as I said, return on to dvprogram.state.gov, click on entrance status check, and enter your unique confirmation number and personal information. After you enter, then it will pop up, and then you will see the status if you qualified or you didn't qualify. And then you must provide all the following information to complete your entry form. Failure to accurately include all the required information will make you ineligible for a DV. So always people try to fill the form, and sometimes they don't fill some of the things required, and that one automatically disqualifies them from the application. So make sure you fill each and every part of the form. To guys who don't have maybe internet in their houses and everything, you can go to cyber shop or something, and then they help you fill it over there. First, the thing that you must ensure that you fill is name, last stroke family name, first name, middle name, exact as it appears on your passport. Make sure you fill it as it appears on your passport, okay? I know people have 2 names, people have 3 names, but just make sure you fill it as it appears on a passport. Gender, are you a male or a female? Birth, date of birth, day, month, and the year. City where you were born, like make sure you put the city where you were born. Country where you were born, make sure you put the country. And country of eligibility for the DV, your country of eligibility will normally be the country, the same as your country of birth. So when they talk of country of eligibility, it's the same country where you were born. And then they ask you to put in your passport number, country of issuance, expiry date for your valid unexpired international travel passport. This requirement does not apply to dependents like kids and all that stuff. So you just make sure that you put your passport and all the details that are required. And then the other thing is entrant photo. This is what gives people hard time. And if you look into my link down there, or if you go with me to the end, I'll tell you how you can take the right photo that fits the requirement standard. And then, yeah, you must make sure that you take the photo before the end, within the stipulated period of 6 months, of yourself, your spouse, and all your children. Submit digital photos for completion, and technical specification, the one that they tell you. And then mail, care of, address line 1, address line 2, city stroke town, district, country. Those ones are self-explanatory. And then to where you live today. Where do you live today? Phone number. It's optional, but I will encourage you to put in your phone number. And then the other thing that is very important is your email, an email address to which you have direct access, where you can be reached real quick, and will continue to have direct access through May of next year. Like, it's the same email that you use most of the time. If you check the entrance status, check in May, and learn you have been selected, You will later receive a follow-up email communication from Department of State with details if immigrant visa interview becomes available. So that email address, you should make sure that is your email address that you use most of the time, because it's the same email address that will be used by the Department of State to communicate to you now to do the interviews and everything. And you know, that makes you real happy if they start Department of State start contacting you and telling you, you know, start getting in touch with you through the email that you have. And they give a caution that the Department of State will never send you an email telling you that you have been selected for DV, you know. So we have, you know, we also have con that will always be throwing in email and everything. So you have to be very cautious. On the link, you'll see frequent questions, frequent asked questions, so you can look onto that and see how that works. So with education, they ask you highest level of education you have achieved as of today: primary school only, some high school, no diploma, high school diploma, vocational school, some university course, university degree, some grad level course, master's degrees, some doctorate level courses, you know, doctorate. So you must always indicate that. And then the other one is marital status. Are you are married? Married, and my spouse is and your spouse is not a U.S. citizen. So you must make sure that if you are married, you indicate that you are married. Because if you are married and you don't add them onto that form, then automatically you are taking them out of your family. They won't be counted as part of your family. And that prompt will only come in when you say you are married, yes. But if you are married to U.S. Citizen, yes, as they say here, like failure to list eligible spouse or list someone who is not your spouse will make you ineligible as a DV principal applicant, and your spouse and children eligible as DV derivative applicant. So if you don't put them there, they are not gonna be counted as part of your family. If your spouse is a U.S. citizen or lawfully permanent resident, do not list her or him in your entry. You don't, like I was saying, don't, if you only have a wife or a husband who is a U.S. citizen, then you don't have to list them. But if they are not U.S. citizen and they are natives of the country you are coming from or any other country that is eligible to apply for visa lottery, then it's high time you put them. And then we have things like all living natural children, all living legally adopted to you, all living stepchildren, you know, all of that. Married children, and married children and children who are all age 21 older when you submit the entry are not eligible. So they only look at kids below 21 and below. So if you have kids below 21, please make sure that you add them there. You give their photos and everything. Uh, and then a child who is already a U.S. citizen or LPR, when you submit the form, will not be required or be issued a diversity visa. You will not be penalized for either including or omitting such family members from your entry. So if the kid is a U.S. citizen or like the kid is U.S. citizen, you will not be penalized for not having them included in the form. So yeah, guys, so it's all good, and it's all good time for you to do the submission. And then another thing that I think is important is submitting what I was telling you on submitting digital image. You know, they've given this the specification of how it should look like in color, in focus, size, such that the head is in between 1 inch and 1 and 3.5 inch, 22 into bracket 22 millimeters and 35 millimeters, or 50% or 67% of image total height from the bottom of the chin to the top of the head. Very specific. You must make sure that you look at that specification. And always when you go taking the photos in the studios, photo studios, you tell them you want to take a photo, a passport photo size for application for visa lottery. They know the specification, they can always give you. And it's a PG size file equal to or less than 240 KB kilobyte in size, so that it can fit and be able to be attached in a square aspiration size height. Then taking a photo of your baby. Maybe you have a baby. They say that you lie the baby on like, let me just lie your baby on his or her back on a plain white or off-white sheet. This will ensure that your baby's head is supported and provide a plain background for the photo. Make certain there are no shadow on your baby's face. And then especially if you take a picture from above with the baby lying down. So it's just specification on how you can take a photo from your baby. And after you take your right passport photo to attach, these other ones are just attached photos of your kid. So guys, they always have frequently asked questions. You will see it on my description below if you watch it, so that you know what is required, the eligibility and everything. But I've just given you an overview and told you that this is the high time that you can try and apply for the lottery visa for 2021. Until I see you next time, it's your boy Eric, and I'm out. Bye bye, and keep watching, keep subscribing to the YouTube channel.